Hey, all you mechanical maniacs, how's it going? Hurst Quayzar here, and welcome back to another episode of Rot2Rad, where we take something from the junkyard and we make it into something that is radical. Quick update on the tow truck. There isn't one. I'll be quite honest with you. I meant to get underneath here and get this all cleaned up and get it taken care of, and I just did not do it. So, bummer on me. I do have a huge announcement though, so this will be the first video, the absolute first video that I have had the QOL mod. Now the QOL mod is the quality of life mod, and this mod can be found over on Nexus mods. So I've only got this thing set up for 5 additional car spots out here. So there's one over here, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right there. So, and each of these, you can tell the wheels are turned just so ever so slightly on some of these. You can actually go into the that's like a TXT file and change the setting on the turning radius of these wheels and tweak it a little bit more. Now this is only 5. And I think you can go probably up to, I don't know how many, several different parking spots, and it even changes the QOL mod, the banner up there. That's kind of cool. Their name is Metz IQ M-E. Let's see if I remember right. It's MEITZ IQ over on Nexus Mods. So. Be sure to check it out. Like I said, this is the first time I've been using it. I did use it. It did fail on me during the latest update, and the update was some tweaks and some bug fixes. But it was the melon loader, which you have to use to load this into it, needed to be updated. So enough of that. I do have I do see a little bit of a stutter, and it really depends on your computer how hard it drives it, because I'll be honest with you, I am running on a laptop here, and what you're seeing is a laptop computer, and I do my best with it because I love my laptop. I carry it around with me, and I do a lot of recording on it. And my desktop, I'd have to end up taking my game save files, putting it over on my desktop. It's a big hassle. But anyway, on to our last episode. Our last episode was this beautiful Dodge Charger here, and I can't seem to open the hood. There we go. Beautiful Dodge Charger here. It is the Maximus configuration, so yeah, you can pick that up over on the Steam Workshop as well. And the votes were in. The votes were absolutely outstanding. Everybody loved the car. Of course, a lot of people were biased. Of course, Matt and Dixie both love this car, and how can you not love this car? This is like one of my favorites as well. The Dodge Charger, the Plymouth Cuda, the Challengers back in this era. I love these cars. So yeah, not a big deal. I knew it was going to be a keeper for sure. The only one that said to sell it was Ryan. Ryan wasn't a big fan, but that's okay. I really thought he was going to be on board with it, but he wasn't. But that's all right as well. But anyway, we are going to actually, let's see. I would send it. We'll go ahead and send her to the parking area. Now, of these cars that you see here, as you've noticed, these are actually the first 5 cars in the parking area. So how that works is, if I had 5 cars, we'll go over here to the parking area. I'll show you exactly real quick. So my parking area. So alley 1, these are my first 5. Now, if you wanted to swap cars around, you can. Right? So you go, you select the Ford Mustang, right? And you say you want to swap it. So you go to, and you figure out where you want to swap it to. Right? So we'll go with... oh, I don't know. We'll go with the... I don't know. We'll go with the Toyota. We've got a couple of Toyota Supras here. Why do we got 2 Toyota Supras? We'll go with the Chevy Nova, right? So we'll go with that one. And then we swap cars, right? So now that we've done that, we'll go out into the alleyway here, and presto, bingo, we have the Mad Nova right there up on the block. So now I don't have a Ford out here. One, mostly Chevys and Dodges and a VW, which you gotta love this thing. I like this little bug. All right, anyway, so that's how you would tune that up, and then you would go into the text file and add. I think this is 5. And you can just adjust the numbers as you need to. But maybe one of these times I'll do a full review on the QOL mod, which is Quality of Life mod, and maybe we'll do another episode just on the Quality of Life mod itself. If you're interested in that, I'll dig a little bit more into it, and I will do a review of it and send it out to you. All right, so now what do? Well, we need to do what we always do. We go out to the junkyard, we find something rotten, and we bring it back in and we make it in radical, something in radical. So let's hit the junkyard real quick, shall we? Let's go. All right, Quayzar's playground right here. A little Ford Fiesta. I don't even want to entertain that because it's a Ford Fiesta. But we're moving on. What do we got down here? Looks like a Lancer. We've done one of those already. This is the Bolt whatever. But with the QOL mod, it gives you the full Chevrolet, the real names, which this is basically a Chevrolet El Camino, basically. So yeah. But yeah, I think that's the first time. I don't see cars sitting there most of the time. So that's kind of an odd place. Another Mustang. This is a Shelby GT350 with 168,000 miles on it. I would like to have something under 150,000 miles, to be quite honest. So that's what I'm looking for. Another Hudson. We have done one of those already. I think I'm pretty sure we did, right? Yeah, not too long ago. It was like episode 55. It was a dedication to my grandma. Oh, what do we have here? We have a Land Rover Defender 90. Not done one of these. This looks like a box on wheels, but I may have to do it because hey, I haven't done one before, and that's the key, right? I mean I could screw around and go into editing and go to another junkyard. Oh wait a minute, what's this? Oh, this is I don't know what the name of it, but this is like the Buick Riviera style, 124,000 miles. Decent engine. We could probably put some big beefy wheels on the back of it, and I don't know if I've got Brian's livery for it. And this is a Toyota Supra. We've done the Toyota Supras to death. I think I've got enough of them. And it would be that, or do I have anything over here? No. So it'd be this big old Riviera right here. So, wow. I have not built one of these, and this is, yeah, 124,000 miles. All right, we'll take it back to the shop. We'll see what we can do with it. Not sure I can make it very radical, but we will give it a shot, shall we? And hey, buy price is good too, so we'll buy it up. Alright, let's head back and see what we can do with this bad boy. Alrighty. Let's go out here and see what we got here. We're up on blocks already. This car is in tough shape, right? It is a vanilla car. Yep, I understand that. And I get it. But it was like, I don't know. I didn't want to do the boxy Land Rover thing, right? Just didn't. My heart just wasn't into it. And this is, it's got a tan interior, so we've got to figure out what to do with this bad boy for sure. First and foremost, we got to get it in and give it a bath, right? Because this thing is horrible. Now I'm thinking, right off the top of my head, a dark burgundy, which looks like it might be at one time. Because of the tan interior, or we go ultimate black. The black and tan is always a classic color combo. Just the black and tan looks good, but the burgundy and tan would look also pretty awesome. So I'm just going to have to figure this out as we go. So how is everybody doing? I hope this video is finding you all happy and healthy. Thanks again for joining me. I really appreciate it. Gotta love it. Got through the Thanksgiving holiday. Not too bad. Probably gained a few pounds. I'm sure you guys have too. If you celebrated Thanksgiving, that is. Yeah, it's always one of those times. That is a pretty color. I do like that. It's always one of those times where you're just a glutton. You just feel like you need to eat, and I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't be eating so much. Wow, this thing has like every bolt in the book here has to be lubricated well. There we go. So, drum brakes. Okay, so just real quick. Let's see, my drum brake. So one of the things with this, I do notice that this is kind of weird. But with the drum brake, guess what you can do? You can take the drum brake. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness, look at that. The drum brake is 100%. Isn't that awesome? Is that awesome? That is. Wait a minute. Why do I have both disc and drum at the same time off of this thing? That's kind of... Okay, so one thing I see is this piece right here. I'm not really fond of how this is looking. So we'll have to take a look at that as well. But we'll keep going with it. This is the first time I've actually recorded gameplay with this mod, so hang with me. If I run across a few bugs, then we'll kind of figure it out along the way. Does want to stutter a little bit, but that could be just because of my computer, and I'll tell you what. My laptop is not the fastest laptop, and actually, I mean, it's a few years old, to be quite honest with you. But it is an Alienware. It is an R17, I believe it is. It actually has served me well, and I will be. I have to say, a lot of people say, "Oh, Alienware, you know, you're paying for the money, or you're paying for the name, right?" Well, yeah, you're probably right, but I've never had any bad dealings with an Alienware. They've always performed well for me. My son had a 15-inch one, and after having it for 6 years, the resale value was still great on it. I mean, I was able to sell it. People wanted it. So, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm paying for the name, but hell, it seemed to work out pretty well for me. Alright, so we have all these pieces. Let's go ahead and dump out these body pieces real quick. Mirror, tail light, glass door. There we go. So yeah, this is kind of a little different to me. I wish it was a little bit bigger. For some reason, it looks smaller to me, but that's okay. Let's sort by name. And I don't know why I have that disc there. I have no idea. That's actually... Nope, I just want to sell it. Yes. You're out of here. Alright, two of you. That needs to be sold. One of you. Two. 4 of you. 1, 2. 2 of you. No, 2 more of you. 2 of you. Yeah, okay. I think I've got it all. Another thing about the QOL mod, hang on, let me get over here real quick. You not let the door smack me in the face as I'm trying to come in here. Let's go here. I'm going to use the car parts. Disk, nope, I don't need disk. Drum times 2. I think that might be an issue with the mod, probably. Get those, get those. I got everything right. Where is my, I got brake shoes. Okay. So we are going to, we've got all the things that I think we need to purchase, right? What the heck? I feel like, let's go ahead and dump that out. Dump that out. I didn't get the shoes. The cylinders. Why didn't I not get those? Brake shoe times 2. Thank you. Oh, it disappears. That's what it is. Okay. So when you get it, it actually disappears off your list. That's what the deal is. That's what the deal is, which is nice. So that way you're not trying to constantly clearing out your list. So this what it does is it actually once you've established it, right? Let's see. Did I get? No, I had 2 of those. That's fine. Once you purchase the item, it disappears off of your list, which is a beautiful thing. I love that. I'm gonna sell off all those parts. Let's sell them off a little bit higher. There we go. All right. This is an enhanced paint shop in Chromie. Please note this is a complex feature, is not 100% perfect. The tire tool and spring tool does not always show custom painted colors. Okay. Switching part between different custom painted versions, part may show wrong colors. You need to save and reload. Interesting. So even with this, the brake drums, we can actually paint the drums, which you can see it's not showing, but I don't really care about the drums anyway, to be honest with you. It's just drums. Let's see here. Yeah, so I don't care about the drums. We are going to go and we're going to you can paint the brake shoes. You can paint the leaf springs, right? So that's different. But we are going to paint these bad boys right here. We're going to paint them red. I'm going to go with a very red underneath. Whether I go black or burgundy underneath, these things are going to red. Now, along with this, you can paint the U-bolts, which I'm not going to, and the housing knuckles. I love this. I love that the housing knuckles are going to be painted as well. I love that idea. And that's one you couldn't do before. So yeah, we're going to go red gloss. There we go. And let's see, as far as the rest of this stuff here, where's my rear end? There it is. Rear end is going red. Now our shock absorbers, as always, I always paint them white. So we're going to go with a nice white color. Chrome, chrome, chrome. We're going to go white. And just for giggles, I will show you. We'll paint these black. Go ahead and paint these black. Let's see if they go on the car black. How's that? It's showing their black. All right. Alrighty. What I need is a fuel tank. 2 of those, 2 of those. 2 of those. So let's go ahead and pop out of there. Open my shopping list. We're going to fuel tank. Bada bing, bada boom. Open the shopping list. We have to go to tune-up shop for that. Rear muffler times 2. Middle muffler times 2. Exhaust pipe times 2. Okay. Open the shopping list. Voila. Nothing. Beautiful. I love, if anything, I love that aspect of it because, hey, I don't know how many times you had to clear this out to figure out exactly what was going on. Let's see, let's type in fuel. We'll get fuel filter or fuel pump there. There we go. Go ahead and start sticking this stuff in here and start building this Riviera style car into something of a show beast. What do you say? I don't know. It being a vanilla car, I think I already hear the masses telling me, hey, it's a goner. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine it's a goner. I get it. Go ahead and remove the transmission out of here. There we go. I put the fuel pump in there. Yeah. All right. So now for the leaf springs are going to go here, right? The plate is red, which is kind of cool, but the U-bolts are going to stay metallic. Kind of gives it a nice twist underneath there, doesn't it? Small rubber bushings on the front and the back. With the axle being red, I love that. That should have been a part of the process in the very beginning. I want to keep that metallic. Keep my drive axle metallic. And we're going to just do what we do best here. And then look, brake drum. Oh, okay, so it doesn't really show up. Alright, so maybe I have to paint them special? I don't know. Let me try this. Not quite sure. Like I said, this is the first time I've used the mod on camera. So I'm really kind of curious as how this works. Okay, so I guess. Okay. I mean, I don't know if it's going to actually cause it to do anything or not, but we're going to try. All right. So I might be doing something wrong, and if you see that I'm doing something wrong, by all means, hit me up in the comments section down below. Because I feel like a fool right now because the brake drums, even though I was able to show that they were repairable, which is a beautiful thing, it should be one of those things that happens in the game anyway. You should be able to at least turn the drums at least once. That's my opinion. You should be able to. I mean, seriously. You can turn down the discs, turn down the drums, or, you know, you got to make sure they're true and then turn them down. And the axle, or this cover right here, it being paintable. Love it. Freaking love it. So yeah, so far I'm not finding why that is not working out right, but we are going to keep it as such. I think I'm going to go black with the car. I think the black and tan is just a very classic look. As far as the wheels and tires, I haven't quite decided on that yet, but we will get there. Let's go ahead and tear this all down and see what we have here for the front end pieces. We didn't have anything performance wise for the drums, but we do have it for the discs, so we will be doing that. Now, as far as the shock absorbers, I did read that you're not going to be able to see the colors, maybe? I don't know. We'll see what goes on. We're going to do this up much like we would normally would, with a few exceptions. I will be painting this knuckle. So, yeah. I think we have the ability. We should be able to do it, right? Right. Might as well. This side is kind of hammered out because it was very exposed to the weather, and it was sitting in the junkyard for I don't know how long. Now, I realize real early on that this is a vanilla car, and I also realize early on that because this is a vanilla car, more times than not, I'm going to get the boo hiss from the community and tell me to sell it. I get that. But if you truly like the way this gets built, you may want to give me a thumbs up for it. How's, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's break this down a little bit. Let's go ahead and get the pieces that I'm going to need for the body work. And I'm going to need everything. This doesn't look like it's... Does it have anything? Body tuning. Nothing. So, yeah, I mean, this is... Geez, this is it. We are going to just build up parts. Just go through here and grab all these. All this looks good. And let's do this, shall we? Really needs some special parts on this. Would love to see some different parts. I don't think there's many configs for this, is there? That would be nice to see some configs on this. Not too many, I don't think. Okay, I think we've got this pretty much hammered out as far as the body is concerned. Let's go ahead and lift her back up in the air. Take out our list. Sort by name. Okay, so let's go. 2 of you, 2 of you, 2 of you, 2 of you, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2 of you. Several of those. All right. Must be going on this side. Yep, mirror. Haha. I knew there was something going on. All right, we are going to head back in here. Parts, and parts. Parts are pieces, parts. Alright, bottom suspension arm. We need 2 of you, please. Brake caliper, 2. I love that it disappears afterwards. I just freaking love it. Brake pads times 2. Steering knuckle times 2. Times 2. One of those. One of those. We'll have times 2. Now I'm not going to paint the tie rods or the inner rod, the inner hub. That should be a given. I think I had 12 up there, so we'll see how that goes. 2 steering. I am so screwed up on that one. Glad I'm not worried about money. That's for sure. Okay, now we're gonna go here. Let's delete that out. Shock absorber times 2. Spring times 2. Cap times 2. Right. Roger, roger. And then I'm gonna take this, sell these parts. Less than that. Get rid of those. Go back into my shopping list. Go to tune-up. Go to bricks. Give me 2 of these, please. Thank you. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. Red. Of course, the brakes are going to be red. Of course, the black ones come through as back ones come through as black. We're going to be in trouble. These are white, right? Yeah, we'll go white. It takes more time to paint these individual components. Wow, it just takes forever, it feels like. Okay, so the springs are going to go with a yellow. We're going to take away all the metalness. Now we get into the other side of the axle here. Wheel hubs, I'm going to keep them. Those knuckles are going red, bro. I'm able to paint them. I'm painting them this time around. Okay, so got that painted. That gets painted red. Of course. Don't want to paint any of that stuff. Or the axle. Oh, the uppers. Uppers need to be painted. There we go. And voila. Alright, so we've got the new axle, the new suspension pieces in. Let's see what happens here. Okay, that works out okay. So let's dump that out. Don't need that. Alright. Now we should be able to put this all together with a lot of ease. Ooh, look at that brilliant red. Brilliant red really comes through on this. What am I going to do for the engine block? Oh my. Colors are blending really well as far as the two pieces here. So that's a nice job on that because it does blend it very well. Can't really tell. It was an afterthought or an aftermarket mod to paint that thing with, so that's very cool indeed. I'm glad with that. I'm good with that. I'm glad with that. What the hell am I? What class did I go to for English, for crying out loud? Okay, rubber bushing. Now I did not paint the cover, so which is fine. Left it metallic-y. Do the hub. Yeah, no sense painting that cap, right? Kind of ridiculous to paint that cap. Especially when it's charging you an arm and a leg to paint these pieces. My God. Alright, so you're there. is going to be a beautiful suspension when I get done with it. Now, granted, this is, like I said, this is a vanilla car, but give it a fair shake. I know sometimes you're just like, why isn't it a mod? Get a mod or a configuration change or something in here. Give me something better than a vanilla car. Well, hopefully, after this overhaul, maybe you like the Winchester. I think it's called a Delray Winchester or something like that. Bearing, brakes, cap, brake pads, brake caliper. Okay, so everything underneath there is nice and clean, nice and tidy. I didn't need 2 steering racks. That's okay. All right, so now that I have this all set up, go ahead and bring you down. I'm thinking old school when I think of the, yeah, there's no oil on that thing. Oh, and the engine hoist is over here. As where it probably should be. Still works the same. We are good with that. Okay. Oh, it must have... Oh, I see. It's got a... Well, I thought it had. It does not have an exhaust pipe. Does it mean I have to get rid of these? Let's go ahead and get rid of these real quick. Let's see if it'll come out. I thought it was like a short pipe that came out from underneath there. I guess not. Let's see what this stupid thing has to say. Yeah, I guess I gotta remove those pieces out. Oh, this has got a stripe on it. Ugh. I'm not a big fan of the stripes. Okay, so what do we have here? We have power steering reservoir, radiator, window washer, brake servo, and battery. And basically box B. So, okay. So we're going to go to electronics. We're going to get a battery, first and foremost. Get a box B and its lid. Let's handle out a couple of these, a couple of those, and those. Okay, if I don't have enough, then I can just come back in here and tinker around some more. What else do I need? I need open a shopping list. I need power steering reservoir. Power steering reservoir, check. Windshield wiper, check. Radiator C, check. Brake servo, check. So let's go ahead and put these pieces in. Get in here and get rid of this crap. The electronics should be like the first thing anybody upgrades because, I mean, just because it's electronics. You don't want it to go bad on you. I don't know, maybe you do, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, upgrading these is probably job 1. So let's see. I don't see anything else pending, which is cool. I can go ahead and dump out this box. Okay, so that's done. All right, typically, again, what I like to do is take the engine, strip it down, and use the block. Now, I'm looking at the block here. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That looks absolutely horrific. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take this off the stand. And let's see what we have for engine compatibilities here. I can do it with the 2 carb, which is what I would like to do. Now the supercharge is cool, but it's going to come through the roof, and I don't want that. I could go with the 6P or the mag, but I think I'm going to go with the 2 carb overhead valve, which is pretty much gonna build this bad boy right there. Same thing as a single, just it has dual carburetors on it. So we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna head over here. And the reason why I'm heading over here is to basically buy all the parts for the engine. Let's wipe that out. Go there. Now let's see if I can do this. This is going to be kind of tricky. It's been a while. I've been out of it for a little bit. I don't know why either. But yeah, I have been out of it. Pretty sure. Yep, there it is. So we got that piece to it. Cam shaft I'm going to get from the performance shop. I don't need any of that stuff. Carburetors I'm getting from the performance shop. Clip B, I need a couple of those, please. Thank you very much. Crankshaft for the overhead valve. Definitely a must-have. Along with a crankshaft bearing, which is 3. Pulley, gotcha. I did get the crankshaft, didn't I? If I didn't, I got another one. Alright, going to need the block. Alrighty. The heads I can get in the speed shop. The covers I cannot. So let's... Nope, that's not it. Head cover A, that's it right there. Then I should have a head cover B. Right there. Okay. Got that taken care of. Exhaust systems I can get from the speed shop. Fuel filter from the speed shop. Fuel pump I already have. Idler rotor. Nope, nope, nope. Intake I can get from the speed shop, I believe, as well. So I'm not worried too much about that. Seriously though, we'll need a oil filter, oil pan, rings times 8, rocker times 16, the fan, gotta remember the fan. Got those, got that, got that. Belt B's, there's overhead fans. There we go. Knew it would find it. There we go. We got that one. What else we need here? Keep going, Hurst. Keep going. Throttle, throttle, throttle. Nope, nope, nope. We do need a timing chain. Done. Cover. I knew what I was looking for, seriously. I knew what I was looking for. Valve. 16 of those. Water pumpage. Where's our water pump at? There we go. Water pump pulley. And I think that is about it. Now for the gear section, clutch release bearing. Now we're going to go hop over here, go to performance. Now, this is going to be the tricky part. Let's see if I can remember all the pieces I'm going to need. So the camshaft, I need an overhead valve one. Give it up, give it up. Where is it? Give up the ghost. There we go. Jeez, I knew it was in there somewhere. Carburetors. Need a dose of those. So thanks you very much for those. Go here, go bam, bam, and bam, because I know we're going to need all those. Heads. Overhead valve. Man, there's so many engine pieces in here. Holy crap. Okay, got the heads. Exhaust manifold. These take headers. I need to find the headers for this. Right there we go. 2 of those. Fuel pump. Gotcha. Distributor A, rotor, ignition cap. I think all those are in play. I think I'm doing good with those. Dual carburetor setup. Yeah. Pistons. I swear I feel like it's taken me forever just to get the pieces together. Power steering pump. I need to like the full V8. There we go. Filter. Spark plug. I think the rest of this stuff I can skip over. Yep. All right. So what are we going to do? What are we going to paint the engine? I seriously think I'm going to go with black. I think black is the key color for this. I think it's going to be the key color for the outside of the car too. So why not bring the black from the outside in? That's what I'm saying. So with that, the heads don't have to be painted. Headers, no. Oil pan, definitely. Now I am thinking I'll paint the fuel filter. Just going to keep the fuel filter kind of plainish. How's that? I was going to go for the whole black thing, but nah. Did I get a timing chain? I think I did. I did not, however, get wires. So I need to go back up here. Yep. Right in here somewhere. Ignition wires V8. That's the one I need. So then I'm going to paint those bad boys. Where are you? There we go. You, my friend, are being painted yellow. Much like the springs underneath your feet. That's how it's going to roll. Most of this, the whole black and chrome thing is going to go for a long ways. Because watch, when I start building this thing, you're going to go, oh my god, that's a whole lot of whatever. That's chromed out. That's looking good. Camshaft, paper shaft. Do a quick. Did I get the timing chain? Yeah, I did, didn't I? I did not paint the cover, but I think that'll be fine. All right, that's that, and that's that. Okay, let's all right, we gotta get these pieces in here. And this is why I always do that. I do those clips before I do anything else with the engine, because you can't, it's really hard sometimes to get around some of these pieces. So word of advice from Hurst Quayzar, get those clips on while you can. All right. Appears this engine will be a force of nature after I get done with it, it looks like. So hopefully you won't be catching this sleeper out on the road. All right, spark plug, spark plug, spark plug. Bada bada bing, bada bada boom. If I was running this in a state of, if I wasn't in sandbox mode, I should say, I would have leveled up. I don't know how or why. I guess the points just would have been there. Okay. I was hoping to move down there. All right. Now, I'm sure the old engine had all this stuff in it. I just did not want to take it out and oil bath it and clean it up and do all this other garbage just to make it look nice and shiny and new. Now, all because this is nice, shiny, and new does not mean, by no means, that the council will hear about it and launch the new game as soon as possible. I don't know when that would be, but hey, we'll see what happens. Alright, so that's escape. Yeah, I don't know why that's doing that, but there we go. Now it's starting to look like an engine, right? Alright, so let's crawl underneath this engine one more time. Jeez. I am hitting the wrong button. Okay. Options menu. Nope, I don't want any of that. Be quite honest with you, I don't think there is a. Oh no, that's not what I want. Let's see here. Now I guess I'm just gonna live with it. I'm just gonna live with it. Headers on. Hopefully this land yacht will be able to pull off a decent time. Nope. Okay. Kind of zoned out there for a second. Hang on. We're back at it. We're back. Carburetor. There we go. We get these engines. Let me get down here. There we go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy lemon squeezy, right? There we go. I'm down to the final stretch right now. Alrighty, now with the head cover, let's put that on so we don't put any dirt in this bad boy. Aluminum heads. All that's done. Let's put the carbs on. It's done. Let's see. Let's rotate you. There we go. Yeah, no, this won't take no time. This is another tedious task that I hate doing. This underneath, putting all these caps back on. Man, I tell you what, this is got me kind of hypnotized, to be quite honest with you. For some reason, I just got drawn into the video to the point to where I was like, didn't even forget. I forgot you guys were along with the ride here. Oh my gosh, I apologize. Ooh. Okay, so now the oil pan should be black, yeah. And because the oil pan is black, it should give us enough of a contrast here. Okay. So I'm gonna add that engine. Boom. Yeah, that looks pretty awesome in there. All right. While I'm thinking about it, let's get the fluids all taken care of, because you know that's going to be a thing. I will forget. Trust me, I forget everything. I do not see the... I don't see my yellow wires, my XL spark plug wires, so I'm going to have to hammer those down real quick. And then it should be the brake servo, right? Yeah, I think that's it. All right. What am I looking for here? Oh, the spark plug wires. Why are they not? Right, because they haven't put the spark plugs in on this side. Duh. I feel like such a doofus. Told you I zoned out there for a second, so I was like, huh, I was in autopilot. All right, now the wires. Beautiful, beautiful thing there. Shut the hood. You need to go up. We have two things going on. I need to have a gearbox. Going to need a starter. I think that's about it. Yeah, I remember putting on a set of headers on my 71 or 72 micro. I don't remember which one it was. Oh my gosh, I so got my hand burned up from like the engine heat. Uh, uh, from the engine itself and from the exhaust system. Oh my god, it was awful. It was absolutely awful. All right, we are down to 2 of these. Let's go ahead and dump that stuff out. We are running 15s on here. Now, I don't think 15s are the answer. I think a nice set of 18s are the key. So, first and foremost, I need to find a set of 18s that I want to put on here. Now, this being a vanilla car, I need to make it as radical as possible, but I really don't think it's not going to matter, but I'm going to try. I was thinking straight up doing the typical 5-spoke wheel. Like the Krager. Could go with the Vantage. Those might look pretty nice on there as well. Let's go with a set of these. I think I'm going to go with the Vantage. We're going to go with we're going to go all 4. We're going to go with the size 18 on those bad boys. Now, with that said, I want these bad boys painted. Okay, so I want them painted. We're going to go with that. Yes, 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 sir. Now, I will say it does feel like every once in a while it wants to hesitate or pause on me. It's not often. I have plenty of room underneath there. Let's see here. Let's go with a... Let's go 2 of these. I'm gonna go with an 18. Let's say go with the 295, 35. Yeah, I'm gonna mount one of them up and see what it looks like. A lot of open wheel well there. Probably actually could have gone with a 20, to be honest with you. It may have looked really out of place though, not so periodic. Let's see how that fits in there. Okay, tire looks small. Could have gone wider. Okay, so let's take that off. Let's go a little wider. And it's a 35. I could have gone with a 40. So let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. Okay, so 2 at 18. We'll go with a 305. How's that? We have a 35, 45. We'll go with a 45. Um, 45. A little thicker. Let's get rid of the 35s here. Well, I probably could have used those on the front end, couldn't I? Dang it. It's the second time I've done that in this series. All right, a little thicker wheel, a little wider wheel. $18-inch wheel. Okay, I think that's gonna be my ticket right there. I'm gonna keep them pretty cool right there. All right, we're gonna go with that. Definitely gonna keep it like that. Not too bad of a vanilla looking car, that's for sure. Alrighty. Alright, so up front, I should have kept what I had. 2 at 18. We're going to go with a 275, 45, 50, 50, 55, I think, maybe. We'll see here in a second. Ooh, I think a 55 is a little too thick. So let's get ourselves 218, 285, 40. Hell, I don't know. That might be the ticket right there. The 40s are the ticket. Uh, 55, 40. There we go. Now we're running it. There we go. Now to get the interior pimped out and we'll be alright. Yeah. Should have somewhat of a little bit of a rake to it as well. That'd be nice. Alright, so now we're going to go into the interior. Let's remove that. Then let's add this, this, and this, and a steering wheel. Haha. Alright. Interiors, James. There we go. Open shopping list. Winchester B. Winchester C. 2 of those, please. What is the steering wheel? Oof. That's kind of groovy. It's kind of the same color as the car, as the interior. I haven't seen that before. So yeah, I'm gonna stick to the stock version of that. I think that looks kind of cool, actually. That should have done it for the Winchester. So let's take a quick look. 100% all the way around except for body. I need, I think I need license plate. We'll just stick the 1 on there. Much like we always do. I'm not a big deal. It's not a big deal, be quite honest with you. I just don't like cars running around without my namesake on them right there. There we go. Alright. Let's move you over to the suspension shop, the test path. Definitely need to make sure the front end is aligned on this bad boy. So we got there. Good. Good. Good and good. Headlights, I had to replace both of them, so these are going to be way out of whack. Oh, not too bad. All right. Now let's move you over to the paint booth. Nope, still silver. All right. I swear I was going to go black on this. So let's take a quick look. The factory color is really pretty. I was thinking classic black. The bold black and tan thing really has me going. So I think I'm going to stick with the black and tan thing. I think that's what I wanted to do in the first place. Actually, I want to go with the chrome look. Very shiny. Very classy looking. All right. Let's move you back into the shop real quick. Because even though I like the tan of the interior, I want it to be a little more subtle here. Hang on. That's not what I wanted to do. All right, we're going to use it. We're going to go black, 75% tint. Go 95% tint. Woohoo! All right. So windows are tinted. Now we're going to send you over to the dyno shop. I think I've got all the fluids in there. I think we're good to go. We're going to see right now. All right, 587. So that was a nice increase. We have a drag rating of C, which is almost into the 300. But I do believe we could probably tune. There's no ECU, but we have carburetors we could tune. Okay, let me see if we can. Tune this bad boy. There's a way to do this. I think I really have to. Figure this out a little bit better. Oh, wait a minute. I want to go. Nope. That's pretty close right there, because if I go that way, so we'll apply that. I don't know. Whoa, nice. We're applying that. Why can't I get that lucky on this one, man? Let's apply that. That's pretty close, so we've got it pretty tuned up. So let's run another check on here and see what it does. Love the way the rear end squats on this thing. So we pushed it into the 600 horsepower range. Nice. That is what I'm talking about. That is a nice tuning right there that we've done with the Buick Riviera. My golly, that is actually pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to put you outside of door number 1. I'm gonna head out there. So there we have it. Nice Buick Riviera. Nice trunk area. I like that. It's huge. It's got the whole black and tan look to it. Engine is black. We did tune the carburetors, and I think this is in nice shape. So now it's time for audience participation. Do I sell it or do I save it? Put your comments down below. Tell me what you think of the quality of life mod, of what you've seen of it so far. If you see something that I didn't really show that I could show, please by all means let me know. We will try to get that done in the next episode. Now, with just a quick disclaimer, if you do the QOL mod, by all means save your files before you do it. Just a word of caution. Alright, so until the next time, like I said, hit me up down below. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, and post a comment down below. Let me know, what did you think? Do I save it or do I sell it? Until the next time, this is Hurst Quayzar saying good night, everyone, and I am out.